Hello again. Somebody asked me the other day how they can use celeriac, so I thought I might share some ideas with you. It's not very beautiful, it's a real wintry vegetable, and it is related to celery, and it has the texture of potato, so you get just a very faint celery type of flavour. Now, it's very hard to cut, and normally I wouldn't buy one as big as this, but I'm going to do 3 different things, so that's why I've got a biggish one. The first thing to do is to get rid of the base. You can see there would have been roots coming out of here. That's where the leaves would have come out. It's green at the top. We're going to cut off that first slice, which is dried up and it looks a bit nasty. So here goes. If you need help, be prepared to ask for help. Whoop. Right, there we are. That's the first slice off. That's going to go on the compost. Now, I'm going to cut off some more slices, and I want them to be about 1 centimetre or 1.5 centimetres thick. So a straight bladed knife, not serrated, is the easiest one to use. Make sure it's bigger than the size of your celeriac. And you can go in and turn it as you cut and get back to where you began. There we are, there's your first slice. And I want another one. So in again. Oh, you do have to wrestle with it slightly because it's so hard. Now I'm going to roast this just as a slice. And so all I have to do at this point is take off the outer skin. It's easier to get the skin off it once you've cut it. So just simply cut off the outer edge, much like you might with a slice of pineapple. There we are. So that's it, completely dealt with. That goes onto the baking tray. Now this is a bit more difficult, this one, because it's got some rooty bits on it still. So I'm going to cut at an angle. There we are, that's going to go on there. Now all you have to do is just drizzle some olive oil over it. Twist some pepper. And that goes in the oven and it roasts for an hour at gas mark 5, 190, which is 170 fan, or 6 if your oven is on at number 6, that's fine, 200, 180 fan. And after half an hour, you just turn it over so that the other side gets roasted. So that's going to go in the oven now. Now for the second way, what I'm going to do is cut it into dice, and then I'm going to roast it on a baking tray with potatoes. So I've got some that I've already chopped, I haven't peeled them. They're going to go on the baking tray, and I'm going to add my probably just 1 slice of celeriac to that because it is such a big one. So here we go again. Mind your fingers. Right, there it is. So again, cut off the edges. I've brought my compost container over, so I got rid of the first lot and I can shove that in as well. And now I just cut this into similar sized dice to my potatoes. Right, there they are. And they go amongst the potatoes. And what I'm going to do with this is again sprinkle with some or drizzle with some olive oil. And I'm going to throw in a few unpeeled cloves of garlic. If you don't peel them, they tend not to burn. You know, if you have peeled the skin off and they're in the oven for too long, they go brown and hard on the outside. So don't peel them, put them in, and then when you serve it, draw attention to people that the skin is on the garlic, but you can just squeeze out the juice. And the other thing that's going to go on there is just a little bit of dried thyme. Just a pinch of thyme over the top. And that will take about an hour as well. Again, pepper, not salt, because salt draws the moisture out of things, and you don't need to add too much salt. People can add salt later. So into the oven for an hour. After half an hour, give them a turn and put them back. So that's going in now. Now the third way is simply to add it to potatoes that you're going to mash. So I've got some that I've already done, and they're cut into smallish chunks. And I'm going to do the same with this. Now this is the top bit, and it's getting really quite hard to cut, so I'm going to cut it slightly differently. I'm going to go down like that. And down there. And then, again, pare away the outer skin. Just keep going round and round. Turn it over. It's not difficult. People think it's really hard to prepare. It's only hard because it's a very hard vegetable. So they need to be the same size as my potatoes. In they go. Okay, and I've got a bit left for another day. So they're going to boil for 20-ish minutes, and then I'm simply going to mash it all together as I would do normal mashed potatoes. A little bit of milk, a little bit of butter, a bit of salt, pepper, and give you celeriac mash. So there you are, celeriac 3 ways. Hope you like this. Bye.